You know what's funny about this too? You'll probably look at two ball drills and be like, "You never gonna do this in a game." Like like look at this shit. Drop. All this is just to challenge him to another level. Like if he just dribbles one ball and just does a series of moves, right? PG is like 32, 33. He's been dribbling a basketball for like 30 years of his life. So anything that you do in that sense is just going to be easy. It's just going to be light work. So now it's just about doing shit that's just even tougher. That's going to challenge him mentally. That's going to challenge his rhythm. That's going to challenge his control. So he's going to get better as a ball handler by doing shit that's even tougher than what it is. Repeat this drill. Nothing you're going to do in the game. Right? But one thing it really does train is not allowing your body to get out of control and get to the speed of the ball. It's just staying under control the whole time.
Good. Pound the ball a little harder, Barry. All right. 3.
Boom. Pound the ball a little harder. Learn how to control the touch.
Good.
Right there. Learning how to take those strong dribbles, get yourself into space, but keeping your body under control the whole time. I really feel like I really feel like the thing that makes somebody smooth is just being under control. That's the only thing that makes somebody smooth.
That gives him a good angle.
Cook their ass,
He
boy.
drops like this. Watch his left toe. It curls this way, where it forces him to have to drive straight. Your toe is going like this. It's forcing you.
That's some shit too. That's some shit too, though.
You drop like this.
Toe angles is huge. I talk a shit ton about toe angles, especially when it comes down to playing off the triple threat, because that's where a lot of players waste a shit ton of movement. And the same thing applies here. Same thing applies here.
Your toe is going like this.
Boom.
It's forcing you out.
Where you point your toe is where it's going to lead you, right? So if you want to point your toe this direction, but you want to get there, how much force are you going to be able to put into your foot to take you that direction? There's going to be so much wasted force and so much force that's not going to be tapped into, all because you're not pointing the toe in the right spot.
Shift. Push. Good. Bring up the dick up. You got it too high. When he drops,
Listen.
into the ground. So it looks easier to like gathering. You're too up, so it's like so much room for like up to happen.
More movement's gonna make you less efficient. Less movement's gonna make you more efficient. Inverse relationship. But another gem to add on to this, right?
See what I'm saying?
You're saying you gotta keep yourself more up, right? But there's another benefit to keeping yourself, getting your frame down and not staying up as well, right?
And low.
Is that once you get into this move, right? You get yourself low, it's also gonna sell the drive. So if they see your chest is tall the whole time, no changing your shoulder angle, no dropping base, they gonna see that move as bullshit, and it's only gonna try to set you up for a shot. But if you get your angles like that, you could actually get some space. Listen to PG.
Give him a move, see how he reacts.
Exactly, that part. Like, a lot of times, guard me, like, in this situation, boom, he might be on this. Let me see
Yep.
what he got here.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
Let me see what he got here. He's hitting you with another move. Boom. Let me see what he's doing with this. Let me see what he's doing with that. Let me see what he's doing with this. But you're only able to do that if you're playing the game at your own pace and playing under control and not trying to rush every single move you do. Because you trying to rush every single move and trying to trim time away, it's only going to make you make the wrong decision. So cut back on that and realize you're barely cutting yourself so any time trying to rush moves. It's a game of pace and not a game of speed.
So you just, I'm looking at that, like that gap. So if we
Even at a time like this, right?
and I see all this gap right here.
He could have this gap, but as a defender, they could also be aware of the gap that he has, realizing he may not be at the best angle at that time. So as a defender, the instincts might kick in, right?
Now I can either explode
Could
and
explode.
take that. I'm thinking I got to blow by. But niggas slide their feet. He good at sliding his feet. Now I know
They
I
slide
got
the
him where
feet.
I want him.
They close up that gap. And so they overreact because after they left that gap, they got to close it up. And so they may be a little off balance. Now you get a little more space.
'Cause he's trying to
Separation
race me
for a
to
shot.
that. So if he beat me there, cool. I just play right off it.
Keep that foot down still. You need to keep that foot down still.
That's why he changed his direction so good.
Change the direction so good. PG, one of your favorite players.
He does a really good job of like when he drives, he locks.
He actually gets himself in the weight room so he has muscle to activate and keep himself controlled under high forces. So once he's taking a dead dribble, once he's trying to get himself to a stop and change direction, why he's so smooth. It's because he has muscle to control his actual body and his frame and his flesh.
Yeah, you're still flying forward. You gotta lock, engage your core, and lock this back foot into the ground. Break that down into the ground.
That's why I be loving isometrics. That's why I love isometrics, bro. I kid you not. The quads, the hamstrings, calves, glutes, all that shit. So you learn how to contract those muscles, and you prepare them for when you need them. Boom, you contract them and use them when you need to. At times, you'll see players get hurt off the fact that they may not be able to contract that muscle. That's filthy. That footwork is disgusting. Hold on. Look, let's watch every single step and how precise all of them are. Look. Right step. Left foot gets right in front of where the right step was, right? Right foot gets right back to where left foot was. Now he takes that left and takes it back to his left and gets that step back. Precision. A little better. But right here though, even in the middle of a workout, it's gonna be tough to break this habit. Like I was saying with this back foot, to stop it from dragging so much at times. Because if you're getting to step back, it's not bad because you're gonna get that foot to replace. But if you're gonna try to get to that dead dribble and then bring it back to a heady pull up, that's where you really need it. So you'll see a player like Zach LaVine is a player how I could think of really uses that dead dribble into a pull up. Or I even see maybe a Brad Beal. Brad Beal is another great one. Brad Beal, that's what it was. He would dead dribble, bring his right foot back to where his left foot was, and then sidestep or step back. And that's extremely tough because there's so much more room to be created. Think about it like this. Just think about it like this, right? You get here. Imagine you take this dead dribble right here, right? And this foot stays here. And then you bring it back and then get into a step back. Like there's so much room that you could create. You'll just use one more dribble. Boom, bring it right back, and to like, oh my gosh, there's so much. That's so much space. These counters is crazy. I'm realize. The only thing I would like to maybe see here a little more is a change of the size up, so you could get the player exposed to more situations and scenarios. So like instead of just doing the in and out skip, right? You could do a tween skip to in and out skip, and then you get into that move. You know what I'm saying? Getting you exposed to various setups, and then even in scenarios as well. That's one thing I really like to do myself. Is that if I'm working on a move, like say that if it's that cross jab, for example, if I'm just working on that cross jab, I'm going to get into so many different scenarios as to which I'll get into that cross jab, not just for me standing in that one spot, but translating into a game. All right, I'm coming up, boom, triple threat. Oh, pick and roll, going to my right, going to my left. Handoff, boom, going to my right, going to my left. Transition. All right, slow the pace down. Then we get into my move. Oh, I got a mismatch in transition. Boom. Mismatch off of ISO. Let me bring it back. Boom, move. There's so many ways you could get into a move and use it at different times. You just got to really prepare yourself for those spots. So that's one thing I really like to do, so I can't catch the same rhythm over and over and over again. Just making it a little harder for myself.
When I go here and I turn and I pump it, I'm always dropping this foot like this because it gives me room from you to separate the shoot. And it gives me room from you, if you recover to me, to swing back through and step through.
Right? Even if it's not off a pickup, right? Notice the position his body is in.
Here and I turn and I pump it, I'm always dropping this foot like this because it gives me room from you.
This position. His body is so slim. So say if he's on the wing, right? He has a live dribble where he doesn't. When they fly by, his body is like a Swiss Army knife. Boom. Getting straight to his spot. You're going straight in line. The wider your body is, the more space you're taking up laterally, it's going to be harder for you to fit through some gaps, right? But even if you are now, you have another counter to that shit. Pure wet, right? So instead of having to take this step forward through, like he's about to talk about right here,
if you recover to
take that, you could sweep that back foot around, pure wet, if your body is too wide and you can't take that sweep through right there. So little counters right there. I didn't even have to drop that game right there. That's a crazy counter though.
That's tough.
He just need to get a little smoother with his movement.
But you still going away from him. Like when he on that one, he's still going away from him. Take that spot up. So here, he can't even.
He can't jump. He can't jump. Hold on, that's a gem, PG. That's a gem, PG. That's a gem, PG.
When he on that one, he's still going away from him.
People like to make moves and then get out into space. But that space could fuck you up. Listen.
Take that spot up.
This is what you got to do. This is what you got to do.
Here.
Because now, since you're instead of going laterally, you're going downhill, the defender now has to go backwards and try to jump and contest instead of going lateral to jump and contest. And if they're moving backwards, just trying to get in front, that hand's always going to be late. But if you're going lateral, that hand's going to be a lot easier to get there and to contest. Notice the ball on it though, right? Watch the ball. Cross step, boom, pop. The movement of the ball. He don't let it stop. If you let the ball stop, you kill the momentum and you also kill your rhythm. And so what the rhythm will also do, will give you fluidity for when you get into your shot. Get right here. It all stays fluid as it should. Let the ball move with your body and let it carry you into your shot. Big gem right there. Big gem right there. Oh. Once again, it's the same concept. Same concept, just use the ball a little different. Same shit. Boom, same concept. Swing, takes it behind the back. So now the ball's still moving with his body, getting it to where he wants to go, not keeping it in one spot. And even if you keep it in one spot, it's going to be a little easier for defenders to reach, boom, hit, strip. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Look. PG, shot. Hit, watch his base. Boom, shot. Hit, watch his base. Tell me, is he coming out of his base when he's getting his catch? No, he's not. Keep watching. Look. Hit, another one. Is he's still in his base? Boom, shot, hit. That's what your coach means when they tell you be ready to shoot. Have your base ready. Have your hands ready. Let's see this again. Let's see this again. Base. Hands ready, boom, up here. They don't not literally in the same spot, but they're ready, minimal movement for him to be able to go bring his hands up and catch the ball, get into the shot. Ready for him. Y'all don't be realizing. Y'all be like to do your catch and shoot shot, just stand right here. Boom, do the whole dip, all this motion, but when you get into the game, you don't have time for all that shit. You just don't.